Hello Stamper! Welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Frances Martin, independent demonstrator in the US, and today I'm going to share with you how to use the open caddy here to organize your ribbon. And the beauty of it, it's simple to do, and it's going to keep your ribbon intact and easy to pull and so on. So let's get started. First, let me tell you a little bit about those new organize tools or storage that we have. We have the one for the ink pad with the marker, the stamping blend, and then we get the open caddy. Called open cube. I don't know why I say caddy. It's open cube. So the open cube, you can do many things with it. Like here they get the add case in them, and I really like them for the ribbon, but I didn't like to just shove it in it. I like to pull and be able to keep it organized that way. So I'm going to share with you today. It's about the open cube. So let's get what you're going to need. It's a piece of window sheet that we sell them. I'm going to have the link, all the link, that the stuff that I'm using today, not the ribbon, but the link of this. It's going to be on my blog post. Right below you get the direct link, or above in the eye. On the Simply Score, so this measure here, I should have said 1.5. Let's measure twice, cut one. Yeah, 1.5 by 6 3/4. You're going to put, it's hard to see on the board here, but it's laying flat here. The 6 3/4 at the top. You're going to score 1 inch. And when I say score, because it's window sheet, you want to go back and forth, and I'm going to use the small tip. Use the small tip of your stylus. And here, you're going to go at 5 3/4. So, in another word, you get 1 inch at each end. Flip this around. You know what? We don't have to flip it around. Just take this, fold it so it's secure. I mean, very tight. Reinforce this. Very lovely. Now, let me remove my Simply Score here. And then we're going to get the party going. Depends on, where is it? Oh, here it is. Depends on the size ribbon you're going to do. I find out that like this one here, I get 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think that I'm going to do all mine with 7, even if I could put bigger spool like this one. Well, I can choose which hole it's going to go in. And down the road, let's say we don't have this ribbon anymore, and it's a smaller one. It's going to be easy to adjust without having to make a new insert. So I'm going to do the 7 holes. So again, you see, I really reinforce this. Some of the ribbons going to be bigger than others. So here, I'm going to go my first hole right at the edge of this here. And this is just a regular hole punch that you buy at office supplies, whatever. We used to carry them. We don't carry them anymore. So this one here, it's kind of stiff and kind of a little bit bigger. But you see, it's kind of, So this one, what I would do, I'm going to do my hole just a little bit bigger. So bigger, it's okay. You cannot go smaller, and you don't need, like this one, see, it's very small, but that's okay. The small one fit great in the bigger hole. It's just that when it comes to the more bigger ribbon, you don't want it that it's dragged too much. So this is pretty good. I think that would roll pretty good. So I did one hole there. Now I'm going to come here and do another one about the same length. And if you're very or you want to measure everything, you can put that straight. If I would have a grid paper, that's what I would use, a grid paper. I don't have one with me right now. So I can use marker, and I'm using our regular marker because I'm going to wipe that out after. So what I'm going to do is just do a straight line here, so I know about where to go. So I'm using my grid there, and I'm going to put a straight line. So you barely see it, but enough for me to know where to punch. Now I'm going to go at this end, and right at the edge there, I'm going to punch, lift it up, and I'm going to do this all a little bit bigger because I know. Here we go. Want to make sure that all the little pieces are removed because that would scratch, not scratch, but it can pull a thread in the ribbon. Now I'm going to go in the center. That look about the center to me. I'm going to punch. If I would have a bigger old punch, that's what I would use, but that's what I got. And then I'm going to punch. Oops. So I got the center. Now I need to make 2 in this. So these two, I'm just going to do regular because I know I cannot pass 7 big one. I know I can go with 4. So we're going to see which one I'm better off going bigger. Because no matter what, if the ribbon it's wide, it will not, this is going to be wider, you know. Here we go. So now I'm just going to do one more bigger, and I'm going to put it right here. So you're going to see, oh, those all look kind of funky. You know what? It's clear. It won't even show. Now you can wipe this off. I would take a rag if I would have it. I didn't have it, so I just wipe it off. Now let's take our, I didn't want to open that yet because it's something important in this that you want to keep. If you want to stack your cubby, let's say I want to stack the cubby like here. You want to take those little legs. Well, it's something special about those little legs. It doesn't matter if you're doing for the ink pad or the markers or the open cubby. You want to do the same thing for all of them. So, here we go. You're going to see in your little feet here, you get some that are thicker and some that are thinner. The thick one want to go at the front. So this is easy to tell. This is the front. Flip this upside down. And you're going to put the big one there and the big one there. So that is, it's going to tilt a little bit, so it's better like for the stuff to stay in the cubby. And also it's small one and a small one. So you get 2 spare one. In this case, I get 2 spare one. So this way, your cubby or cube is going to tilt a bit to the back because the front it's higher. So then if you put like, let's say like those ribbon that they show in the thing, it would not fall because you just got the tiny tilt. And this, many asked me when this was released in April, and they sold out pretty much right away. Do they snap together? They don't really snap, they nest together. So let me, you see in the back, make sure you're straight in the back here. So you see, they nest together. So in another word, it's nothing that, well, you want to snap them, but it's nothing that keep them really together. So when you're going to want to move them, you want to lift them by the bottom. Let's say you want to move your craft room and switch thing around. If you pull from the top, see it pull. Okay, so that's the way that you're going to nest that. Now, you got 2 different options too. You got the tray, and I think if I do single one for my ribbon, I would like to have the tray. You see the Stampin' Up logo? That's the front. That's, again, it's just going to, well, I say snap, really. See, it's nests perfectly together. Oops. Make sure you're straight here. And I find it easier if I look in the back and you see those little grooves there that it go in there. And the reason why I think this would be great at the top, it's easy also to put more ribbon. Let's see, you get extra, it would be easy. So that is one way. Now let's remove that. And then you get just the topper lid. Or you can choose not to put no topper at all. It comes in this lovely foam here. I'm thinking, what can I do with this? So this one, you see the Stampin' Up, it's at the top. So the top, the Stampin' Up, I'm going to face the open spot. And again, I wish the camera would not be in my way, but it is. Here we go. So now it's right there. And you see, I tilt that upside down anyway, and your ribbon stay. Oops, this it was not straight here. Let me double check what I did wrong here. Let's see. There we go. Now it is. See? It's all nest perfectly. So then you can stack something else on it. I wouldn't stack, you know, a big book or something super heavy, but it's very strong. Okay, so now you know how to nest that. Just remember, tall in the front, short in the back. Just the reverse of what you would think. Because usually when you line up people, you put the tall in the back and the short in the front. Well, in this case, it's reverse. Tall in the front, short in the back to give that little tint. Okay, I got this done. Now with this here, then you want to make sure, very important, to reinforce this here. Now that I got that reinforced, I tried different glue, and it's very temporary. Well, I say temporary. You can remove it. Let's say you get bigger spool down the road, you can just advance it. So what I done, I put glue dots on the just a little flat. So I got 3 there. And I'm going to put 3 over here. And you know what? I think I'm going to go with 4 also. 1 right at the edge, okay? So it's going to stay there secure. And that's what I done with the other one. I tried the tear and tape, and the glue dot worked much better for me. So I find out that don't put it coming from the top. If you're coming from the top, it shifts off. So you want to put the feeder to feed your ribbon from the bottom. So I'm going to start just with 3 of them. Okay, and then we're going to decide where the 4th one going to go. So these big one here, I can only fit 4. So I want to put my, let's roll this a bit here. I want to put my ribbon over there so I know where to put this. I mean my stopper or my feeder or whatever. So I'm going to push that there. I give a little bit of room to play. Not much though. Just a little bit. Never mind the feed right now. And put that there. That looks straight. Push that there. So now that I got that there, I can take my ribbon and I can feed it through. The first time you're going to feed it through, it's a little bit more tedious, put it that way. But after it's feed through, you don't have to worry about it. So I'm just going to put it there. And remember, you want it to feed from the bottom, not the top. That makes a big difference. I mean, a big difference. So I got that there. Now the middle one. Let me remove this, and I'm going to do all 4 of them so you can see what to do at the end when it's very tight. I'm going to put that over here, and you see it keep everything in place so it's don't shift all over the place. You're going to pull on your ribbon and it's going to stay in there. It won't roll off the floor, and I bet the cat won't be able really to pull that off neither. Okay. So now I got, you know what? Let me move that. I don't want it in the center. So if that's the case that I would have, I can always come back and enlarge my owl here. Just because that's going to fit better here. You could have went and just put your full owls right away, but I find it a lot easier to put 7. That would be your max, so then you can change it at any time. Let's say that you're out of this ribbon and you get all the little skinny ribbon. Well, then you can max it down. Remember, feed from the bottom, and then I can just roll it, and see, now I can roll it more here. Voila. So now it don't move nowhere. I want some ribbon, just pull it out. You pull too much, well then if you get a topper, then you wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now. You would have to take the topper off, but usually you can, you know, pull a bit and then cut. So now I get that done. So I can take this one, put it at the top of this. I need to go in front of the camera here and see what I'm doing in the back. Whoops. I just tilt it a bit. Here we go. So now it's done. So I see it's very solid. And your ribbon, oops, I didn't keep it. Oh. Let me, that you don't want to do it, but you get all your ribbon lovely here. Well, now it's not lovely because I dump it upside down, but you get the jig of it. But it's going to be easy fix. See, as long as you feed it by under, that's a big tip. And it's easy. I can take this, roll it. Here we go. And then see, it was not bad at all to fix that. It's better than have it all on the floor and the cat come running after your ribbon and go all through the house, right? So that is it, my friend, on how I done my storage for the ribbon. Hope this helped you a lot. Again, all the supplies will be listed on my blog, the measurement of this also right below. You're going to have the direct link or above in the eye. Anyone in the U.S. are welcome, and I appreciate all of you that come shopping at FrenchieStamps.com. Thank you, and have a lovely day. Bye-bye for now.